Good Monday morning, everyone. Calendar week 25, and it's all smiles around here. As reported last week, the aged parent made it to the far extremes of Germany and into the wild, wild woods where we find the Barracks, and she had a lovely time. Look, here she is, down with the piggy residents, smiling and all that. We had a nice walk around the place, looked at some trees, and cooked some things and ate them, washed down with a suitable quantity of PG tips. In the evening, we played Boggle and Stadt Fluss, but in English, because neither of us are any good at it in German. Second daughter was quite sure she would have done better if she'd been allowed to play bilingually, but me cassa, me rules. The rain thoughtfully stayed away for most of the time, and we made a good crack at a random make a really big table with the chainsaw project, but were confounded at the last by the reopening of the heavens. I'll finish it off sometime after the book is written and the cabbages have been weeded. I think in the coming week I need to return to a much more potager-oriented, well-planned and well-organised campaign. I mentioned the cabbages just now because they're foremost in my mind. I did get out amongst them today in between showers and pull up some weeds. Yesterday. I actually did a good bit of digging as well. Despite the apparently constant rain, it has in actual fact been quite intermittent, and just below the damp surface the soil is already starting to dry out quite noticeably. It's perfect for turning over with a fork, but bodes not particularly well for a year that has already been assigned the designation of an El Niño year. I'm not yet angry about the El Niño status, but I can feel that frustration mounting, the one I get when the evidence of really bad climate stuff starts to rise with the lengthening days, and the newspapers breezily report on scorching summer afternoons and ice cream, and the science communicators obstinately end their otherwise bleak reports on an upwardly mobile but maybe, when there is no maybe coming, and the people, utterly let down by their politicians and their press, feel powerless and badly done by. The book isn't going to change anything. The newsletter loses readers every week, and I know my quiet screams in the soundproofed forest don't travel much further than my voice can throw them, and it's frustrating as all the fure is. I'm mad as hell, and I just can't take it anymore. The thing is, humans are remarkably good at overestimating likely positive outcomes of a situation, and much worse at evaluating the bad ones. This one, the climate collapse one, is all bad. And we still think it's going to happen somewhere else, to someone else, or that it will be mostly survivable. One of my two constant predictions on this whole sorry affair is that we will never have a 1.5 year. It'll creep up on 1.5 a hundredth of a degree at a time, and then it'll just blast through it to 1.65 or something insane. And yet there is something you can do about it. Above all, you who have been with me on this adventure so far. You can adopt resilience. You can do something other than sit waiting for it to be too late. It's never too late. Earlier is always better. But it does need more personal change than normal people are able to attribute to themselves. I mean normal in the best possible way. But because we're such optimists, normal, everyday, commonplace sound like insults. We're all special. Well, yeah, we are, but only in our own homes. On the universal scale of all human existence, none of us are. We're all average in every measure of capitalist success, the only measure apparently that counts, and that alone should be a reason to turn our backs on it. Your status, your money, your ability to perform well at work, you're getting up in the morning for the commute away from home and to the supermarket on your way back again, are not a shield to protect you from crop failures, wars and unrest. They are the millstone that guarantees you go down with the whole miserable lot of it. Extricate yourself from the weight of growth and performance indicators, from your bank balance and from a reliance on a society and a city structure that won't survive the heat. And you don't just stand a chance of a life of rediscovered connection to the planet that we long ago asphalted over, but also to find, or at least to contemplate, the meaning of this corporeal life that has entirely been lost to the infinite scroll of digital distractions and the sarcophagus of actual human experience. I just want to understand what is so goddamn appealing about the status quo when the status quo is so goddamn bleak. Answers on a postcard. Thoughts in the comments. Just don't tell me to cheer up. With genuine love and affection to each and every one of you. Your loving Pirate Ben. XO. XO.